This woman just humiliated her entire family tree after being the first person to ever be arrested for cyber farting. Apparently, that's both a thing and an arrestable offense now. So meet Rhiannon Evans. She pleaded guilty in court for sending videos of her farting to her boyfriend's ex-girlfriend, Deborah. Where is the upside for that action? Did she really think she was pulling off some power move with that? Like, I am so confused here. This is yet another one of those stories where I'm like, we are really finding new lows here. What? But according to court documents, there was apparently bad blood between them, which there must have been for Rhiannon to send these kinds of videos. I'm guessing her intention was to cause some sort of distress to her boyfriend's ex, which, to put it lightly, is a fascinating way to attempt to do so. And I guess Rhiannon did admit to sending those videos when she was arrested, saying that she felt her partner was being treated unfairly. So she sent the videos of her farting to get justice for her boyfriend. What kind of justice is that? What the But the prosecutor for this case mentioned how Rhiannon would film herself farting and then send the videos to the ex with a smirk on her face. And to quote the prosecutor exactly, she proceeds to pass gas by placing the camera on her bottom and passing gas. Okay, I mean, I would love to have actually been in that courtroom there because that just seems like an interesting case to witness. The transcriber actually had to write all this down, and I don't know if they have someone who like draws everything in England, but that would also be funny to see. But Rhiannon actually sent 3 more videos of the same nature after the initial one. In the next few days after that, she then sent 4 more videos. So a grand total of 8 videos of herself farting to her boyfriend's ex-girlfriend. It's a fascinating use of time here. Well, who would think that 1 is too many, but you made your point with the first one. And I guess her lawyer tried to defend her by saying there was issues between Rhiannon's partner and her ex-girlfriend regarding their child.
The suspected motive for the harassment is a child contact dispute between Rhiannon Evans' boyfriend and ex-partner. Rhiannon must pay £100 compensation and £199 costs.
But still, sending videos of you farting is disgusting. I think there's tons of other ways to figure out any of the parenting issues before you're literally ripping ass in their DMs. Like this. But also, like, this is kind of like two-sided funny as well, because she sent a total of like, what, 8 videos of her farting, and she ended up in court. I wonder how the victim would feel if she joined like a Halo 3 or a Modern Warfare lobby back in the day on Xbox, because unfortunately, someone ripping ass on the microphone was basically an hourly occurrence on those games. But Rhiannon's lawyer name is Harriet Gorst, and he went on to defend Rhiannon by saying, at the time she sent those videos, she had some drinks and she sent them, understanding now that this has caused the victim some distress. Also, I want to point out that he said that she was drinking when she sent them, but, you know, she sent 1 initially, then 3, then 4. So she sent a total of 8 videos of her farting, all drunk. Hey, I mean, on the bright side, at least she wasn't driving, just ripping ass and sending it to her boyfriend's ex. What even is the thought process here? I guess if she's drunk, there's probably not that much thought process. But how does someone go from, this girl is treating my man wrong, to, I know what I should send her? Yeah, and then proceed to just, you know the drill. You've been here for the whole video. But the probation officer even mentioned that Rhiannon didn't even think it was a criminal offense and couldn't understand why the ex didn't just block her, which, honestly, fair point. But if I were to guess, Deborah, the girl who received these videos, probably just, kept them as evidence. And look at that, it clearly worked. Deborah actually gave a statement in court saying that I would like to feel safe in my home, which doesn't quite make sense to me. Like, I get Rhiannon is nasty here, but isn't this slightly dramatic? Unless this is also, a whole bit to use the law to punish her because they have beef, because apparently these women hate each other. But Rhiannon does say that she has some regrets about this, despite the fact that she was actively smirking in the videos that she sent. But she also stated that she doesn't really fully get why she was arrested. She said, I never thought farting would land me in court. I think the sentence is a bit excessive and dramatic. We are living in a very snowflake generation. See, blaming snowflakes for your nasty actions does make this cringe, but it is absolutely hilarious that landed her in court. So I guess that's just a massive warning for all the freaks out there. Don't send non-consensual videos of yourself farting. You might get put into grown-up timeout. But she also was quoted saying, I sent the messages on WhatsApp. I do have regrets, but I wouldn't have thought I would be here for something like this. To be honest, it's petty. Yeah, I mean, the whole situation is petty. It's petty that you're ripping ass instead of getting your ex. No, your boyfriend's ex. And it's petty that your boyfriend's ex brought you to court over you ripping ass in some videos. Like, the whole situation's petty. But I guess the icing of the cake is like the punishment she got. She was handed a 12-month community order and a 2-year restraining order. She also has to attend 15 rehab sessions, and she can't have alcohol for 60 days. And of course, the fines. So, as I said previously, it really does sound like she got put into grown-up timeout. It's just like the whole funny, like, oh, you harassed another woman with farting videos. You're shut off. No more alcohol for you. You don't need it. But also, I mean, like, I can't help but think of the guy in all of this. Imagine you and your ex, you're having custody issues, and suddenly your girlfriend's getting arrested for sending that same ex farting videos. Yeah, this guy lost his breakup. Tough break a win, dog. Yeah, that's dry. I get that's dry. But I'm also, at least, I'm not the only one making the obvious jokes here.
Now, this next story is a bit of a blast, literally.
A bit of a blast. This topic is like reigniting my inner child. Just don't do a crime involving farting if you don't want the internet and the news to make the obvious jokes. Like, this story has me blown away. I'm flabbergasted. And I guess finally, wow, what a stinker of an ex. I'm done. I'm done on that note. I won't continue the dry puns. But I feel like one of the crazier parts of the story is that this is the first ever case of cyber farting in the UK, and who knows, maybe in the world. It's so wild. Like, just the charge is based on the victim being harassed and caused distress, but the method of crime, it's never been tried, let alone convicted. So not only did Rhiannon be known as the cyber farting girl, but she's also the first ever person to be charged for something like this. And since she's the first, this will probably be referenced as a landmark case of the cyber farter. So at the end of the day, pretty strange thing to make a case out of. But also, the whole situation is strange. It is harassment, but just saying cyber farting is illegal is odd, to put it lightly. I feel like you're supposed to start with a no contact order. If broken, then that leads to something like this. But here we are, I guess. And while looking into this, I want to see if any other like UK laws exist that are a little bit out there. So hey, if you want some advice before going to the UK from someone who has actually lived there. Yes, that's right. In 2017, I was in Durham, and 2018, I was in Norwich before I moved back to the US. So I have a lot of UK experience, you feel, in it. Apparently, if you go to a fish market, you have to make sure you handle your salmon correctly, because if you handle your salmon sus, apparently that's illegal. In London, it's against the law to shake out your dirty rug in public before 8 in the morning. So I guess just don't clean your rug at 8 or after 8 a.m. If you're feeling musical, just remember it's illegal to sing or play an instrument after 11 p.m. Also, be careful if you're planning a trip to the city of York, because it's illegal to stick a postage stamp upside down. But last but not least, if you ever happen to be in the town of Swansea, make sure that you're not found drunk while in charge of a cow. But either way, I'd really like to think that this would be the first and the last kind of this case. But if something else pops up, I guess I'll keep you guys updated as usual. Thank you guys for stopping yet again. YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this video. And hey, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.